काम डाउन हो, फिर आप बैठ के डिस्कस कर सकते हैं।
जुगत भी नहीं लगाते?
नहीं, मुश्किल है।
चलिए, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमें ज्वाइन करने का।
Thank you.
And we'll take a short break over here, and when we come back we'll discuss day one and then how to look forward in day two.
गेम ऑन है।
रोज एक नई सुबह, नए चेहरों, नए अंदाज के साथ। आपके मनपसंद सितारे होंगे हमारे साथ। ढेरों खुशियों के साथ करेंगे हल्ला गुल्ला, मस्ती और मजाक। मेरी होगी आपसे एक बार फिर मुलाकात, आपके मेरे सीटीवी होम पर।
गेम ऑन है। गेम ऑन है।
So, end of the day's play, let's have a quick look at the batting card. Pakistan won the toss, decided to bat first and had a tough time with the new ball and the spinners in operation. But then Babar Azam, 161 not out, and that partnership with Sarfaraz, which was dismissed for 86, gave Pakistan control in the second and the third session to a certain extent. Bowlers, spinners again, ruling it, Bracewell and Ejaz getting 2 each, 1 for the captain. All right, so here we are to the Inverex Solar Energy Pitchside Studio. I've got New Desk and I have Uruj Mumtaz and Chris Harris alongside me. Let's start off with Uruj. Uruj, when you look at Pakistan's performance overall, ideal situation, you probably still want to see Babar and Sarfaraz and taking to the end of the day. But, I mean, you give them full marks for the way they recovered and revived the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from being 12 for 2 or 19 for 2 and Babar himself being dropped on 12, 48 for 3 just before lunch when Saud Shakil went to have a mammoth partnership, and where they sit currently 317, and you'd imagine Salman is again no muck with the bat. So if he gets a few, Babar Azam can hang around and they can post a big first innings total. It just, again, they've bought time in the game. We're still into day one. If they bat, say, through lunch, mount about 400 something. It'll give their, again, relatively inexperienced bowling lineup that little bit more margin to pick up the first 10 at least for New Zealand.
When you look at the end of the day's play, 317 as a New Zealand captain, you still say, okay, I'll take that. Probably at one point they were looking to get to close to 400. An important wicket of Sarfaraz. So you don't have to come back and bowl to the same pair. You'll probably get to that one end, which might create an opening.
Yeah, I think that wicket at the end was absolutely key. I think before that, after you look at that first session, New Zealand very much in it, and then Pakistan fought back brilliantly. So to get that wicket just gives them a bit of life and hope. They come back tomorrow. There's a new batsman at the other end. Babar's batted almost all day, so he's going to be tired. So it's a wonderful opportunity for New Zealand to get an early wicket tomorrow, and then they'll see there's a chance that if they bowl well, they can still bowl Pakistan out for under 400. And I think it's plain for all to see that this wicket has really flattened out after that first hour.
Yeah. 5 wickets fell today, 4 in the first session and 1 in the final session. Let's have a look at them. Fall of wickets, brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy.
Yeah, it was a new ball with the spin. This was a definite setup, and Abdullah Shafiq fell straight into that trap. Came down the wicket, missed the line of the ball, and the turn that was on offer earlier on with the tackiness of the surface. Excellent stumping, nothing short in the end. The second one as well, Shan tried to hit a few again, missed the line of the ball, didn't reach the pitch of the ball either. And fell reaching for it in the end. That was Bracewell with his off spin doing the magic up front. And the third one to fall, Imam-ul-Haq. He likes playing down the ground, but he didn't quite connect this. An easy catch to the skipper, Tim Southee. And those were the 3 early wickets to fall to spin. And Pakistan was in a spot of bother after that. And the fourth one was a big one. Saud Shakil. I thought Tim Southee set this up really nicely. Kept dragging the ball further outside the off stump till got him driving. And it went quickly to gully. Excellent catch. And the last one to fall, Sarfaraz Ahmed, just before the close of play. Probably the biggest wicket of the day in context of the game with that big partnership. It was fired through the air. Excellent catch by Daryl Mitchell, making amends.
Fall of wickets, brought to you by Inverex Solar Energy. So it's basically really about the new ball and the spinners. I mean, after that, you as a fielding captain will have to just make sure you don't give away too many runs in the middle area where the ball starts getting older.
Yeah, it became tough for New Zealand. As we know, the wicket really flattened out, and it was tough for not only the spinners who had dominated in that first 40 minutes because the spin stopped and it almost lost a little bit of bounce as well, and it was really tough going for the seamers. Tim Southee being the only seamer that took a wicket. And, you know, I thought Neil Wagner struggled today because he normally brings that attitude where he's really aggressive, and I thought his pace was down a little bit, and that's perhaps part of the reason that his aggression was down. But it's, I thought in that last session, after Pakistan played beautifully in that second session, didn't lose a wicket, I thought New Zealand fought back, not so much with the wickets, but controlling the run rate. And as I said, I think they've put themselves in a position where they would love to have Pakistan 6 or 7 down, but they still feel as though they're a good chance of coming in tomorrow, getting early wickets, and being really reasonably happy considering that obviously they were made to bowl first by Pakistan.
Yeah. Okay, so right here on our Pitchside Studio, we give everybody an opportunity to have their say, and the hashtag Have Your Say allows you to ask questions to our guests. So what was that for